So how do you show up in the world? Are you showing up like the person that you want to be showing up as, or are you just on autopilot and you get what you get? So thank you so much for being here today. My name is Su Patel and I am all about self-worth and abundance, helping people create more joy, more love and more money in their lives. So please do like and subscribe to the channel if you get something out of the video today, so that we can reach as many people as we can. So what we want to talk about today is, how do you show up? What is your personal brand? All right. What do we mean by personal brand? Personal brand is about how do people perceive you? All right. Out there in the world, do they perceive you as somebody who's credible, trustworthy, respectful, likable? Maybe that's not something you want people to see, but what is it that you want people to see of you? How do you want to be perceived out there in the world? And this is not about you doing something to make other people like you. All right. This is not about that. This is about you showing up as your authentic self, however that be. All right. And then guess what? Like, the people that will like you, and the people that don't won't. Right. I know for sure that there's many people that like me, and there's probably a few people that don't like me. And that's okay, because you can't be everybody's cup of tea either. But actually what this is about is, if you're somebody who's looking to be a leader out there or an influencer out there in the space, to be very intentional with how it is that you're showing up. All right. If you think about some of the famous people out there, whether it's Michelle Obama, whether it's Kim Kardashian, even if you look at, previous legends, right? Like Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela or Martin Luther King, like, what was the branding? What do people remember them for? And that's what you want to be thinking about when you're showing up, is what do you want to be remembered for? What feeling will you leave those people with when you're not in the space with them anymore? All right. And they say that people will remember you for what you have, or what you did. They will remember you for how you made them feel. Okay. And you can very easily do that by showing up and being intentional and authentic with how you show up. What is it that I mean when I talk about, okay, how are you showing up? So are you being intentional with, how you speak? Are you being intentional with how you dress, your appearance? Are you being intentional with how you walk, how you accessorize, how your message? Are you being intentional with your message out there? And why are all these things important? Well, it's important because if you are looking to be an influencer and a leader out there, it's like, what is going to create rapport? What is going to create trust? What is going to create respect? And what is going to create a following for you? All right. That's if you want that. If you don't want that, listen, do whatever you're doing, right? Because that's what's working for you, right? And it's fine, So we're going to talk about personal branding for people that do really want to work on, showing up as a leader, showing up as an influencer, and they really do want to work on their branding. It's all about intentionality, all right? Now, the first step to really creating a personal brand is to think about your self-image. What is the image that you have of yourself that you want to create? What's the ideal self-image that you want to create for yourself? And really have a clear picture of that person, of you as that person. How are you walking? How are you talking? How are you presenting yourself? How are you showing up? And how, what is the message that you're creating? And how are people also reacting to how you were showing up? All right. So that's the first step, is to really create an ideal self-image. Okay. And then start to work on, okay, so if that's my self-image, that my ideal self-image that I want to live into, what do I need to do, right? Is how do I look? So, thinking about what kind of clothes do you wear that, that you feel very authentic in, that you feel very aligned to, and it's aligned to the message that you want to create. All right. Like, just as an example, like for me, it really works that, I, do my makeup, to a certain level, and, show up authentic. Like, I want to look good, and I want to feel good. For me, dressing up feels good for me. I feel aligned to it, and that's who I am. Now, that doesn't mean I walk around every day, getting dressed up, but, when I am showing up as a leader and an influencer, that's how I want to present myself. All right. And you will have your version of that. And then, in the way that you talk, are you projecting your voice? Are you really being clear? Are you being, are you speaking with gravitas? And again, I've got a video here on, how to have more gravitas. Please do click on the link to learn about how you can have more gravitas and more presence. And if that's something that you really want to work on, then you can definitely, create yourself to become more direct, more assertive, and really relay your message in that way. All right, so really working on your voice projection. Before that, even, it's really working on, really, do you know your stuff? Do you know your message? Do you really believe in it? And having that level of self-belief over here is what's going to help you build that next level gravitas and assertiveness when you're sharing your message. All right, so think about your appearance, what you want to wear, how you want to wear it, and then also your message and how you want to bring that across. And then really, how is it that you want to relate to your audience? Many people fake who they are to connect to an audience, but it's very short-lived because those people will not be around, and also you get caught out. So, lying, cheating, and not being authentic never works because you always get caught out. So it's really important that, if you do want to be in it for the long game and you want to create a following, then it's really important that you always be your authentic self, all right? And really connect to people, connect to, what is it that you want to help people with, right? Now, many people, especially business people who have just started business, say, I want to create money, I want to make money, I want to make a lot of money. But the only way to create money and make a lot of money is by giving value and helping other people, all right? Now, that's what you really want to get into your being. And the only way to create money is by giving value and serving others. So how is it that you want to serve other people? And that's a big part of your branding, all right? People will only do business with you if they know, like, and trust you, okay? How are you going to go and create that? How are you going to let them know who you are? Are you showing up authentically? Are you sharing your challenges? Are you sharing your vulnerability? Are you sharing your truths with them, all right? Are you creating that likability? Do you really relate to, what place are they in? Where are they at that you could serve them, okay? And then, of course, building respect by making sure that you are true to your values, true to your word, and showing up that way, all right? So those are the three areas that, have really helped me work on my personal branding. One is creating that self-image for myself, who is it that I want to show up as? And then number two is really thinking about, how do I want to show up to create that, that likability, that approachability, what will I wear? How will I talk? How will I walk? And then really creating, what is the importance of my message? How do I want to help people? What is the value that I want to give to others? All right. And when you focus more on the service that you want to give to other people, that is when you will start building your brand, because your message is all about helping other people and serving them. And, you've got a true purpose out there as well. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you got lots from what I've shared with you today. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next one.